It's Lexi and Banks, 93.3 The Bull, talking about local connections to Yellowstone in the latest season. It's good. And you've got a friend on the show. This is Amy Savannah on the phone. How are you?
Amy Savannah.
Oh, hello, guys.
Now, you just all of a sudden popped up like last week. Was it last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, where you're like, hey, look at me. I'm on Yellowstone. And there you are as a cop.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great to be back on set, and it was a blast. It was a last-minute thing, and it was great.
It was a last-minute thing.
Who called you?
Yeah, did you get a phone call? How did that happen?
Yeah, so my buddy actually worked on Blood and Oil back in Utah with him for the first season, first and only season. So I submitted a week later and heard back and said, hey, you wanna be a sheriff's deputy? I said, yeah, absolutely.
Of course you would.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I feel like we should clarify. Amy Savannah used to live here in Utah, in Salt Lake City, and now she lives in Montana. So what an easy connection there to Yellowstone.
Yeah, it was great.
So your part, I'm looking at the clip right now. You get to arrest someone on the show. Tell us who you arrest.
So I was working with Kelly and Cole and Forey, Jen, not with Kevin, but pretty much all the ranch hands. And, they were all great. They were having a good time. They've been filming since probably, I think, to that day. And we ended up filming until 4 a.m.
Oh, holy cow, really?
Tired. So Jen, who plays Tater, and she is a hoot.
Yeah?
But, they just had great chemistry. You could just tell, but...
Teeter's my favorite character on the whole show. I know everybody loves Rip and Beth. I love me some Teeter.
I love me some now. Is it Teeter or is it Tater?
It's
because I don't know. She says now it's Tater.
Teeter. Teeter. Teeter, not Tater. Teeter. What was your favorite part about being out there with everyone?
We started at 8, filmed until 4 a.m. And I just remember Kelly before we started. I didn't even know Kelly had an accent. I didn't even know who Kelly was before this.
Right.
And pretty sad. She's a great actress, wonderful actress, good human. And she busts out in her accent. She's like, who the heck is this person? Can we get them off? Talk about spoiler alert. People are filming on the sides. And so it was pretty funny to see her come with the same attitude, even though she's super down to earth, super kind.
She's got this British accent.
Yeah.
It's very weird hearing her talk with the British accent. It throws you off.
Who the heck is that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I was like, well, that's awesome and sexy.
So before we let you go, so most people don't realize that, like on the film sets, that in between takes or whatever, they have to give you these lunch breaks and stuff. You got to tell us what they served for you for the lunch breaks, and if you got to talk to anybody during the lunch break.
Was that good?
Dude, the snacks are always good. Doesn't matter what set you're on. You got always a crafty table there. You got the red vines. You got the now-and-laters. You got the chocolates. You got any single thing that you want to munch on. Thank goodness you're filming a lot, and you only get certain breaks, because let me tell you, these curves that I have now would be a lot bigger. I'll tell you that. It is always good food, and I don't know if you guys know this little hint or sneak peek, but Gator. Are you guys familiar with Gator on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so he serves the Dutton family. He is actually the main craft services guy.
What? Really?
For the show. Yeah. He's worked on Jurassic Park and stuff. I actually got to meet him getting strapped up with all my props before we started shooting, but he was such a funny guy. But
That's
he
super
cool, got a
right?
role in it, obviously, yeah. And he's the crafty guy. Yeah.
That is too funny.
All right, well, look, if you get to go back, bring us back something. I don't care if it's like a pack of now-and-laters from the set. Like, hook us up with something
I got you.
from Yellowstone, all right?
That comes out of church on a Sunday, I got my red vines. I'm taking this home.
It's just my Yellowstone snacks. I need something, right?
By the way, if you'd like to see which character she was the cop on one of them. She got a screenshot that she sent me. I'm going to put it up on the Lexi and Banks Facebook page so you can see which one she is.
More local connections to Yellowstone. The first 2 seasons, I think, were actually filmed here in Utah before they moved everything to Montana. Amy Savannah, friend of the show, on the show. Super cool. Utah country. 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks.
93.3 The Bull. Helping you decode your relationship red flags. It's Love Him or List Him with Lexi and Banks on The Bull.
Carla, good morning. You're on with Love Him or List Him. What is your relationship red flag today, cuz? What's up?
Hey, good morning. He illegally chopped down a tree for Christmas.
Oh.
You can't just do that.
Oh.
Okay, what happened? Where were you?
Yeah, tell us the story.
Okay, so we moved in together over the summer, and he told me that he wanted a real Christmas tree for, our first, our new house, right?
Yeah.
So we made plans to go together for trees next week.
Okay.
However, I got home yesterday, and there was a giant tree that he had brought home. That was on the car. Okay.
Okay.
much bigger than anything that I have seen in any tree lot. That me driving around and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the trunk was so jagged, cut completely terrible. Like it was so bad.
Okay.
So I'm like, honey, where'd you get this? Because I don't know how you're going to get into the house or into the stand.
Clark Griswold style.
Yeah.
Cutting job. Oh my God. So also, oh my God, I found a bird's nest in it. That's just the icing.
Oh no. I'm sure there's more than just a bird's nest in it.
Yeah.
So of course I'm like, where did you get this? And he's like, don't worry about it. I got a good deal.
He said he got a deal?
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Do you think I, was born yesterday? Anyway, his friend stopped by so that he could see the tree. And that's when I found out that they were at American Fork Canyon and decided to just cut one down.
Oh, Lord.
That's so against the law.
I was like, guys, you need a permit for that. What are you doing? So they told me it's just a tree and there's so many and that no one's going to notice. But I'm so mad. And we get to get in so much trouble. So it's just wrong not to mess. Just period. It's wrong. I'm sorry, trees. But so my question, should I love them or list them?
I think it's really cool. We've gone out and done the cut your own Christmas tree thing
You
before.
got the permit, Banks?
Yes, we applied for the permit. We went up above Camas, up Mirror Lake Highway, basically, is where we were.
You did it once, right? And decided not to do it again?
Once is enough.
Was it because you also did a bad job of cutting the trunk?
No, I did an awesome job of cutting it. I'm a great lumberjack.
Yeah, so it's legal. And I think the part that is a red flag for me is the fact that he said he got a deal on it instead of telling you he stole it from.
The lying.
He lied. He lied about it.
Yeah.
No, so it's a real good deal.
Okay.
Free's a great deal when you steal stuff. I got a deal.
Love him or list him.
National Lampoon Christmas.
It really is. It's a Clark Griswold moment. Call us right now.
I think it's funny. 801-570-9393.
There's a bird's nest in it. 801-570-9393. You can wait for the results, right, Carla?
I can't.
93.3 The Bull. Helping you decode your relationship red flags. It's Love Him or List Him with Lexi and Banks on The Bull.
Carla has a big red flag in her relationship today on Love Him or List Him. Here's what she said happened.
He illegally chopped down a tree for Christmas.
Just took one home from American Fork Canyon. What would you do? Love him or list him? Call us right now.
801-570-9393.
Good morning. Hi.
I think you should love him. He was trying to spread some Christmas joy.
And a little bit of cheer.
Maybe
some sap.
I'm sure he regrets it enough, the fact that she's calling in on the radio anyway.
Chalk this one up maybe as a little lesson learned. And a house full of bugs from that tree, because that's what happened when we cut down ours.
Really?
But we did it legally, yeah. Thanks for the call, brother. Hi, good morning. Love him or list him?
This is so funny, but I say list him. What's next? Is he going to be borrowing somebody's puppy?
Well.
No, they just gave it to me, babe. It's fine. He comes home in a new Mercedes. Where'd you get that?
Oh, just borrowed it.
Let's go inside and close the windows, babe. I hear sirens in the distance, and I'll tell you all about how this was given to me for free.
No, we got a deal, Banks.
Yeah, we got a deal. It was a bargain, guy. It was so cheap that they were practically giving them away,
$3.99.
Thanks for the call.
Have a great morning.
You too.
It's Lexi and Banks. Good morning. Hi, love him or list him?
List him. I think he sounds like an and once an always an
Don't hold back on that,
Right?
Jeez. Tell us how you really feel. I mean, I agree, though. Like, chopping down trees in a national forest, you can't just do without permission.
Like, if everybody decided to do that, there would be a problem.
Bad things would happen, all right? It's Lexi and Banks, 93.3 The Bull. Carla, we're back with the results for Love 'Em or List 'Em. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
75% of the people who called in and we polled said that you should list him. He stole and he lied. That's like the double duty of wrongness, of
Double
bad
dipped
stuff.
into listingness.
Red flags. It's double red flags
Yeah.
for you there.
Wow. Yeah, I hear it. Listen, I'm there. I'm with you. Holy. Oh, my God.
I mean, you kind of knew. You just needed to hear us say it
And
to
you're
you.
talking to a girl who loves a coupon, but that's not a deal.
It's not a bargain.
Happy holiday.
It's theft and vandalism and...
It's not Kohl's Cash. You know what I'm saying?
No, those are just two things, let alone, I want to get a Christmas tree together. Yet he goes,
There's also that. Like,
I can't.
it was gonna be a romantic
All
type
right.
for
There's the
you.
whole thing.
I didn't even think about that part.
Listen. Oh, my God.
Thank you for sharing a little slice of your life with us on Love 'Em or List 'Em, Carla. Good luck.
Everyone.
Utah Country 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks. So Tiny, who works in our promotions department, you know him as the Fuel Fairy. He's been our Freedom Fairy, handing out flags.
Any sort of a fairy that we need, Tiny does it.
And now he's, I guess, become the Christmas Fairy?
I guess so, Banks.
Santa's big helper?
I don't know. I don't honestly know. Why
what-
would he send me this?
What happened?
So it's Saturday night. Normally, I don't talk to any of you guys over the weekend because I'm done with work and I don't want to hear from you and don't text me. I don't want to talk to you about anything. I get a couple text messages from Tiny and it's him on Santa's lap. Tiny's giant, okay?
Tiny's the only person around that's bigger than me.
He's bigger than you, and he's on Santa's lap, and they're telling each other secrets. And when there's no text, it's just these photos, and I'm like, I'm not even responding to this. It's Saturday night. Why is he sending me this? And then the next day, early in the morning, I get another text that was like, I sent you some photos last night of Santa and me, and that was meant for my mom. And you guys are my most frequent contacts, so I accidentally sent it to you. Apparently, Tiny texts me as much as he does his mom, and no one else.
Like, why are you in front of his wife? It's
I
most
don't
often
know.
text like,
I'm assuming they either talk on the phone or they see each other in person. Like, Chris isn't my most talked to contact because we see each other in person. I'm not necessarily texting him.
you and Mom, huh?
Me and his mom.
So,
What? Why am I in there?
random
There's
Santa
gotta
text
be someone
messages.
he texts more.
Nope. So you get the accidental family pictures.
I do, yeah.
It was supposed to be Santa
And-
telling him who's on the naughty and nice
And
list.
why is he on Santa's lap and they're telling each other secrets?
He's like 6'4" and
It is-
like 3 1/4,
very bizarre.
sitting on Santa's lap.
Oh, by the way, I posted the picture on the Lexi and Banks Facebook page, so you can make fun of him.
So what accidental text message did you get from someone? Call us right now.
801-570-9393.
You got the wrong text. It was the wrong number and somebody sent you something. What happened to you and how'd you react to it?
Or maybe you sent the text.
Something happened to me
You were
last
humiliated.
week.
Oh, no, really?
I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
And the whole story.
I'm excited.
That's on the way in 6 minutes. We're 2 songs away from that and your stories. Did you send an accidental text? Did you get one from a wrong number? 801-570-9393. It's Lexi and Banks on the Bull. So you sent one or you got one. An accidental text message, 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks. Call us with your stories.
801-570-9393.
We're talking about this because Tiny, who works with us here at the building, sent you Santa pictures on a random Saturday night.
Yeah, he's giant, and he's sitting on Santa's lap, and they're whispering in each other's ears. And I was like, why did he send no text?
It's a real awkward picture.
He doesn't say anything, just here's a picture.
You can check it out of the Lexi and
Saturday
Banks
night.
Facebook page. I'll tell you my story about how it got weird with an accidental text on the way next. Your stories, call us right now.
801-570-9393.
Hi, did you send an accidental text? What's your story?
Yeah, so I'm a nurse, and I worked for a doctor who had the same name as my husband.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I accidentally...
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
What'd he get?
I got a text just telling him how much I love him, and he's so great, and...
So it was not sexy, but it was heartfelt.
It was
You're telling...
heartfelt, but you know how you're trying to reach to get it back? It just doesn't come back.
It's like in the movies, the slow motion No.
Yes.
I can't imagine texting our boss like, hey, because our boss's name is Chris also, and my boyfriend's name is Chris. I can't imagine sending him, and I just wanted to let you know that you look really handsome today, and I really love you.
Well,
like our boss would be like, what is going on?
At least it wasn't
wait till they round the corner after you
Right?
send that. You're like, oh God, let me hide.
it's better that than a can't wait to see what I'm going to do to you later type of text. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Or bring some milk home from work. That's too funny.
Thanks for the call.
Have a great morning.
Thanks, you too.
Sarah, good morning. Do you have a good story for us about an accidental text message?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
Oh, no.
Did you send it or get it?
Yeah.
I sent it.
To who?
It was my boyfriend. We've been together for about a year, and we have not said the L word. We just have not.
Okay.
We both feel it, but we haven't said it. And I was talking to my mom on speakerphone, and I was sending him a text, and he was like, I'll be there in a minute. I said, okay, I love you, bye.
And you said that to your mom while you were on the phone.
Said, what?
But the text, voice texted to him, I love you.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even a voice text. I was texting him, but I was talking to my mom. And because I was talking to my mom, my brain was like, okay, love you.
So you can't even blame Siri. You did it in your head.
But we agreed we weren't going to say that. And I was like, oh, no.
Did he say it back?
No.
Oh,
We both
no.
were like,
Has he
let's
since?
move on.
Really? He hasn't said it back since?
No,
And
we both have agreed, because we've been together for about a year, and we both agreed, we're not ready for
What
that.
a weird thing to agree to say. I agree that I love you, but I refuse to say it out loud.
Just know that when I look you in the eyes,
I
mean it.
gushy and romantic, and he's like, no.
I love
so
this.
opposite.
You need to call us back once he says it, and then you guys are saying it regularly because I want to know how long it takes.
Yes. Well, you know what? It took a year to get him to say we're official, so probably in the next 7 years.
So
I'll let
slow
you guys
going.
know.
sometime between now and the next decade, that's going to happen. Thanks for your
right.
story. Appreciate
You're
it.
awesome. Have a great morning.
Thank you. You guys too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You just got a text message, Lexi?
I did from Chris. It says, you look nice today, too. It is our boss that sent it. He must be listening in the other room.
So I got
Thanks,
a text.
Chris.
I got a text message that this was last week. I was just sitting at my desk randomly, and it was hey, I really had fun last night. Thank you. And which is strange because my phone number, it was from an 801 number.
Okay.
My phone number is an area code 727.
Yeah.
It's still my phone from when I lived in Florida like a dozen years ago.
Right. I have a weird area code, too.
More than that now.
I know,
So
right?
I thought, you know what? I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to play along with this. So I start texting and trolling, and it turns out it was just a bot.
Oh, really?
It was a spam bot.
Okay.
That just started repeating and repeating and repeating and
You
repeating
replied
everything.
back to it and everything?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Because I get those, too, and I don't reply, Banks.
I shouldn't have, because now it's in the system somewhere in,
Yep.
Pakistan
They
or
are
something
never
like
going
that.
to stop, and they're going to ask you if you have a webcam. That is the next question.
Probably. What's your Venmo? No, I'm not giving you my Venmo. I'm not giving you any of my information, all right? Be careful. Text responsibly, you guys, all right?
Right?
You get 3 cups deep into the eggnog and start spouting how much you love people, you're going to end up in an awkward situation.
Text them the boss.
93.3 The Bull, it's Lexi and Banks.
That's all I need. That's all I need to know about you. All I need. That's all I need to know about you. All I need. That's all I need to know about you.
Call us with your snap judgments about life moments to make you think that's all I need to know about you.
801-570-9393. If I'm at the store and I'm checking out and I got a sack of salt there and I'm holding it upside down because, I don't know, who cares what way you're holding it because it's in a sealed package, and the salt starts pouring out.
Oh, no.
And then you blame me for holding it upside down when your package is unsealed and compromised. That is all I need to know about
Who's
you.
blaming you for spilling the salt?
The dude checking out. He's like,
Really?
you're spilling it. And I was like, oh, crap. Why? And then I came back. I was like, it was unsealed. And he's like, you had it upside down. And I was like, but it wasn't sealed.
As you hold the 40-pound bag of salt
Yes,
for checkout, right?
Exactly.
If you are at a very public soccer training facility, let's just say, for argument's sake, in Harriman, Utah last night.
Oh, it's very specific.
And you go throw something in the trash can, and you miss, and you don't stop and pick it up and put it back in the trash can. You just walk off and say, not my problem. That's all I need to know about you.
That's like something a 7-year-old does and then gets yelled at.
Right? I almost yelled at a grown woman for doing it.
It was a grown woman?
I just picked up her trash instead and went about the rest of my day.
I might have said something.
93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks. Good morning. Hi, go ahead.
I just thought it was funny this morning. So all I need to know is if you are only checking your microwave once a week or only using it once a week. That's all I need to know about you.
I feel you, though. I would have done this. I barely ever use the microwave. So I would maybe leave something in there a week before I'd notice it.
Sarah's out of town. It's just me and Nugget. He's 13. We've eaten out like every day this week, like since she's been gone. We're not using the microwave at all.
Leftovers, maybe? To warm them up.
Nah, there's no leftovers. I'm a man. I eat all my food.
Banks doesn't do leftovers. He's a weirdo. I am the leftovers queen, however.
I'm checking a guy out at the grocery store, and all of a sudden, like, checking him out because I'm the register lady, but all of a sudden he has formula and beer, right? So all of a sudden he doesn't have enough money for both. So he puts a formula back and buys himself beer.
No!
I'm not even joking.
I hate this story.
Babies can't drink the beer.
Yeah, I have a double one for you.
A double one?
My wife's out of town, and she requested that I threw myself under the bus because I was watching Groundhog Day for like the 100th time. And she said, you watch that every time it's on. And then I started laughing, and she said, what are you laughing about? And I said, you don't see the irony in that statement?
Watching Groundhog Day over and over and over again. That's all I need to know about you.
So that's all she needs to know about me, and that's all I need to know about her.
Yeah, I drive a truck too, and I just want people to understand, if you think that four-wheel drive means you can stop 4 times quicker, that's all I need to know about you.
It's just 2 more wheels to spin, man. That's all that matters.
4 times quicker.
So many schmucks driving down I-15, hit the brakes in big old trucks, and just slide right on through everything.
4-wheel drive makes you go. It doesn't make you slow.
This is true.
Okay?
Correct.
That's all it is.
And it rhymes, so it's definitely true.
Facts.
There you go.
Okay, call us if you got a snap judgment about a life moment that makes you think. That's all I need to know about you.
801-570-9393.
Lexi and Banks on 93.3 The Bull. Utah Country, 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks. Kind of been a bizarre week for celebrity deaths.
Yeah.
And the news broke again. First, it was Christy McVie from Fleetwood Mac passed away kind of unexpectedly. I don't think anybody really saw that coming. And then the news broke yesterday, kind of right as I was getting home from soccer practice. I sat down and I was like, oh, I should catch up on everything before I go to bed. And the news popped up that Kirstie Alley had passed away.
Yeah.
And at only 71 years old, it's so strange that we live in a world where 71 feels so young
You're
now.
exactly right, because people used to live until like 50, and that was it a long time ago.
So it's weird to say this, but I kind of had a crush on Kirstie Alley back in the day.
She was very cute.
She was one of those first, like, she had such a different and unique voice. She had that real kind of raw, gravelly voice. She had such a quick wit and such a great sense of humor. The first time I saw her, like most people, was on Cheers.
Yep.
Here she is from the show, if you remember Kirstie Alley.
So, Rebecca, tell us about yourself. Sam never mentioned what you do.
I am a corporate attorney with the firm Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
It's such an old reference.
Right?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, they're a pretty famous group. Listen.
She went on to do so many different movies.
I liked her better than Diane.
I mean, Diane was always too kind of like clueless and ditzy.
Yeah.
You know, and she was so witty and sharp and sarcastic. And I think that was kind of who her real personality was, because she played that character in Look Who's Talking and all the different things she was in.
She was in all of the Look Who's Talking, because there was more than one.
So many different movies and moments that she was so great in. She passed away from a very private battle with cancer, her family revealed yesterday in a statement when they announced her passing.
Yeah.
So
it was apparently short as well, so.
Cancer takes another one.
It does.
Kirstie Alley gone at the age of 71. Utah Country, 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks. Let's talk about stupid people doing stupid things on Stupid Is.
Stupid Does.
My story comes from Traverse City, Michigan. There's a lot of people that are having company parties, right?
Yeah.
Like, our company party is next week.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do if, like, the boss comes up and says, hey, Lexi, I'd like you to dress up as Rudolph for the Christmas party. We're going to have Banks dress up as Grinch.
Okay.
Fun and festive for
Yeah, I'll
everybody,
do that.
right?
I'm down. I'm totally down.
That's what happened to these two employees, except the 30-year-old guy that's dressed up as the Grinch got literal punch drunk and beat up Rudolph.
Oh, no.
I mean, let's talk about getting into character, right?
Oh, no.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. The cops had to show up because I guess it was that violent.
Oh, no.
The Grinch was the aggressor, according to all the witnesses, and the poor guy dressed as Rudolph was just trying to defend himself the whole time.
Wow.
You know?
It's kind of like real life. With the real life Grinch and the real life Rudolph is what I mean. That real life.
So bad. So I mean, like, I get it. You're grumpy. You're in the festive, like, anti-Christmas mood. Just remember, at the end of that story, his heart grew 3 times and he ended up loving everybody, not punching Rudolph in the face in his bright red shiny nose. Okay.
I feel like they both have some medical emergencies with their heart growing and their nose glowing.
There's not a cream for that.
No.
No shampoo you can hit it with to
guess
make it
not.
better. There's no pill you can take. You're just Stupid Is.
Stupid Does.
Lexi, pour some stupid on me.
My story comes from Key West, Florida, sort of, the Keys in Florida. It's about a 38-year-old man named Jose Jr. Vigil. And Jose led police on a chase while riding a stand-up electric scooter. You know, like the ones that the kids ride around downtown.
Like the bird scooters or
And
what's
adults.
the other? Yeah.
Yeah. It was just before 3 a.m. last Wednesday when police saw Jose on a scooter with no lights crossing US 1 on Stock Island, which it's a little dark and scary at night there. And also maybe put some lights on because people can't see you. It is a highway and the only road that pretty much goes down all those islands. Police followed as he headed south on a sidewalk towards Key West because now he's on the sidewalk. He refused to stop and continued to drive his scooter to a hotel near the entrance of Key West.
Wow.
That's where he ditched his scooter and ran away on foot. They tased him, but it didn't take. So
what? Like,
he's jazzed up somehow.
Does the seawater corrode the taser?
No, I mean like he but kept going. Then he jumped into the water and refused to come out. And another Key West police officer showed up and finally talked him out of the water, where he was then arrested. Because I'm sure the Key West police officers have dealt with this before, and they know the sweet way to talk him out of the water.
You know, Sarah and I got married in Key West.
I know you
like,
did.
We eloped that. I know the area really well.
Yes.
There's nowhere you can go.
No, I mean it's an island in the where the Pacific and the Gulf, or Atlantic and the Gulf meet. There's nowhere to go. It's literally the end of the United States. He was arrested. Turns out he had a little bit of weed on him, which,
like, that's the first
has been decriminalized in Florida.
That's the first time weed's ever done that to anybody. I would have guessed meth.
I'm gonna guess he did the meth and it was all gone, and that's why they didn't find any on him.
He was doing the weed to take the edge off the meth.
Could be. I don't know. But you don't lead police on a chase while you're on a stand-up scooter. Otherwise, you're Stupid Is.
Stupid does. On an island with literally nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
You're not going to run to
Except
anywhere.
back the other way down the road you just came.
In a big circle. You want to see the full stories and get more. We'll get them posted for you on the Lexi and Banks page so you can check it out there. Utah Country, 93.3 The Bull.
Well, it's Lexi's College. Lexi's College of Hollywood Knowledge. Hollywood Knowledge.
Travis in Riverton back again, brother. You call it 13.
Sweet.
Let's see if persistence pays off for you, brother. You know the drill. 5 pop culture questions. You got to get more right than Lexi does, and you could win
$100 of my own personal monies. Now, Travis, you listened to the cheat sheet, right, at 450?
Lexi, I'm not feeling it. No, I did not.
Oh, no!
He's not even going to try and troll you this time.
He did not even.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm going to say at this point, Travis, you should know better, bro.
I know the
I
answers.
should
He's
know
pretty
better.
good at this game.
Lexi, get out of the room. Travis, remember, Ty goes to Lexi, of course. Since it's her money, we let her keep it. Are you ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Ready or not, let's do this. Here we go. Question number 1. 1,677 years ago today, the patron saint of bankers, pawnbrokers, and a man who gave poor brides to be gifts passed away. His legend became the person we know today as who?
Saint Nick.
Question number 2. George and Tammy, starring Jessica Chastain as Tammy Wynette and Michael Shannon as George Jones, is out now on Showtime. What is George Jones' iconic nickname?
No guess.
Question number 3. Jack Black is on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune tonight. Who is the host of Wheel of Fortune? It's not Vanna White. Who's the other one?
Drew Carey.
Question number 4. Shay Mooney of Dan and Shay is inspiring some fans by sharing his 50-pound weight loss journey. Does Dan and Shay sing Higher Ground or From the Ground Up?
From the ground up.
And question number 5. Fans were shocked yesterday when the family of Kirstie Alley announced that she passed away after a private battle with cancer. Kirstie was a TV star on what show where everybody knows your name?
I don't know.
Ted Danson, Woody Harrelson. Where everybody knows your name.
Friends.
That's not the Friends song, Travis. All right, let's wave Lexi back in. Travis needed the cheat sheet and a little help. Yeah, didn't go your way today, Travis. 2 out of 5, brother.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
Okay. Lexi, let's see how you do.
Okay.
Question number 1. 1,677 years ago today, the patron saint of bankers, pawnbrokers, and a man who gave poor brides-to-be gifts passed away. His legend became the person we know today as who?
What in the what? I don't know. The
Blank
Godfather?
stare.
I don't know. What is this bizarre history question you're
Saint
giving
Nick.
me? Oh, this is a Santa Claus
Santa
question?
Claus. That's why the legends are what they are.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Travis,
Why?
you're actually ahead, bro. 0 to 1.
Let's just stop now.
So you're saying there's a chance. Question number 2. George and Tammy, starring Jessica Chastain as Tammy Wynette and Michael Shannon as George Jones, is out now on Showtime.
Saw that.
What is George Jones' iconic nickname?
Well, they call him the possum.
Correct. That ties it up 1 to 1. Question number
thank God I
3.
knew that.
Jack Black is on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune tonight. Who is the host of Wheel of Fortune?
It's still Pat Sajak, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Not Drew Carey, Travis.
Oh.
2 to 1 is the score.
He's
Question
Family Feud, right?
number 4. Shay
The Price is
Mooney
Right.
of Dan and Shay is inspiring some fans by sharing his 50-pound weight loss journey. Does Dan and Shay sing Higher Ground or From the Ground Up?
From the Ground Up. The other
Correct.
one is Stevie Wonder and then the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Correct. That makes it where we at?
Don't ask
3
me how I know.
to 2. And question number 5. Fans were shocked yesterday when the family of Kirstie Alley announced that she had passed away after a private battle with cancer. Kirstie was a TV star on what show where everybody knows your name?
We never missed a show of that growing up. Cheers.
Correct. Final score 4 to 2.
Woo! Well, I thought I was going to do poorly there in the beginning, and it turns out I didn't, and I beat ya. So you're not getting my $100, but you are getting 4 tickets from Allied Global Marketing to the advanced screening of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish on Monday, December 19th.
Awesome. My name is Travis, and I just flung out of Lexi's College of Hollywood Knowledge.
Travis, you've played before. I'm sure you'll play again. Make sure you don't play without the cheat sheet, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, every afternoon at 4:50, we give you the first 2 answers for the next day's game on 93.3 The Bull. Thanks, Travis.
Thanks, guys.
Free The Bull, it's Lexi and Banks. So we're talking about whether or not, like, you should tip people that, like, provide services to you all year, right? Like your mailman or your UPS driver and your FedEx people. So
Or whoever else, I guess there's rules.
There's rules to this, and we went right to the source because, John, you are our traffic reporter, and you also produce the morning show for our sister station. You were a mailman for how many years?
3 years.
And are you not doing it anymore?
No.
You just did it for the 3 years? You
Radio
got
full
out of
time
that?
now.
Okay.
Yes, happily.
Did you ever get Christmas gifts? Like, did people leave you Christmas gifts
Or
at
tips.
Christmas time or tips?
Yeah, so I would.
Really?
Yeah, I delivered to about 900 people, and probably 4 of those people would tip me.
Only 4 out of the 900?
Yeah.
Would they do it every
Now
year,
I don't
though?
feel so bad.
Yeah. I mean, there were a few people who were very nice, and I would get to know, and they would tip me, $20 or.
Was
some
that always at the
chocolate.
holidays that they would do that, or was it like
Yes.
just randomly when they ordered a big package and you had to haul it up to their front door?
Oh, no. It was always a holiday thing. Like, hey, man, thanks for, all year long helping me out, blah, blah, blah. And it happened more when I delivered in wealthier areas.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, but they had more packages and stuff. They ordered more stuff, so they were more like, hey, thanks for lugging all these packages all year long.
It's not like the junk mail status.
What's the biggest
Right.
gift you got?
Oh, man. Probably a case of beer.
Okay, so that's nice.
$20. Yeah.
A case of beer is really nice.
It was at the end of a long day. It was like, hey, man, it was like 8 p.m., December, dark of night. Hey, here, take this for after work. I'm like, oh, cool, okay, thanks.
And it's okay to talk about because you're not doing it anymore.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, there's no supervisor there to get mad at it. So what is the rule then? Like, what's the decent thing to do? You said it was a very low number of people that actually did anything about it.
Yes, and technically, I don't think they're supposed to take... I think more than $20.
Oh, really? There's rules?
There's a policy limit on it?
There is a policy limit, but I don't think your male person will enforce that. If it's just you and him or you and her.
Well, or you're probably not supposed to take a case of beer either. But
well,
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
You did it. I mean, I don't think he's going to turn it down.
What is like the pay range for somebody that's like a mail carrier full time? Like, how much does $20 from a couple of different people mean to your bottom line and your paycheck? Are you making a good money doing that?
You're making okay money in the post office. You have great benefits. But the work is hard.
Yeah.
I really underestimated how hard the work is, especially here in Utah, especially in the snow.
You got to go up
brutal.
and down hill too. It's not like you're walking. It's not like going to Florida to deliver the mail.
Now, did you have a van or were you like walking door to door?
I was walking a lot, dude. Yeah, it was half and half my route.
Okay.
So a lot of walking, a lot of other stuff. But
well, we're glad you get to sit on your butt now and just report the traffic for
yes,
us.
yes. The other thing, the management is very hard on all the carriers. So there's a lot of stress all the time of like, you got to do better, you got to get here faster. So a little appreciation means the world.
Well, now you've guilted me into it, and I'm going to tip my mailman.
You should.
He's also a really nice guy, and I do talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like a jerk that I've lived here for this long and never given him anything.
See, I feel like with my mailman, I would do that because it's the same mail carrier that he comes around every single day.
Yeah. Right.
Like the UPS route and like all the Amazon and FedEx, those are all different people all the time.
Correct.
Right.
But like our mail carrier is like our guy.
Right, yeah.
That's the guy you should tip.
All
if
right.
not with money, then with food.
Okay.
This is also a good idea. Or
So, like,
apparently a case of beer.
30 rack of PBR would be right up his alley,
There you
maybe?
go.
Absolutely.
Or cookies,
Yeah.
whatever.
Get a feel for the guy first.
Right,
and,
okay.
Act accordingly.
You
I
know,
love it.
handle a whiskey or something for him, just to keep him warm. No, that's not good. Not while he's driving. Okay.
No.
So, on the record, $20 limit. Off the record, like, hook up the people that take care of you.
Yeah,
okay?
that's really nice.
That's the lesson we've learned today.
Absolutely.
Do you tip, like, the people that provide service to you year-round? Like, am I supposed to tip the school crossing guard because they're out there every day?
I don't know.
Like,
Are you?
Who? What? I mean, obviously the mailman got a couple. Call us right now.
801-570-9393.
801-570-9393. Do you leave a tip? Have you ever left one? What's the protocol here? Help us out. It's Lexi and Banks on 93.3 The Bull. So in a world where everyone wants a tip, who do you actually tip? Like everybody that does anything for you turns the iPad around and asks for like 10%, right?
That's true, yeah.
So who are you supposed to tip, especially at the holidays now, to say thank you for their year worth of service? Call us right now.
801-570-9393.
It's Lexi and Banks, 93.3 The Bull. Good morning. Hi, what do you think?
I think tipping the school crossing guard is a really good idea.
The school crossing guard?
Wayne.
I don't think this is one on the list, on any
they
list.
protect your kids when they're walking across the street.
Yeah, but it's like a stay-at-home mom that volunteers to do it for funsies.
The street.
She does it so she's standing there with her Starbies and her Ugg boots.
This is an interesting suggestion, and I like it, but I'm not going to do it.
No, I'm not going to do it either, Dwayne.
Crossing guard's not getting my money.
Hey, a couple bucks, I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
I'm sure they
Get
wouldn't.
him another coffee.
Couple of bucks. I've seen the crossing
Starbucks.
guard at my school. She's wearing Lululemon from head to toe and gets into her Audi after she's done volunteering for crossing guard duties.
It does depend on the neighborhood, I guess.
She doesn't
I guess
need...
it would depend on the neighborhood.
She doesn't need the holiday tip, okay?
It sounds like you got way hotter crossing guards than I do in my neighborhood, Banks.
Thanks, Dwayne.
All right, take care, guys.
It's Lexi and Banks, 93.3 The Bull. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, how are you? I was just calling on the tipping. I'm a high school teacher.
Yeah.
So that one's kind of a same thing as the post service. Like we have limits and things, but I have a new perspective with elementary teachers, so we always give gifts to my kids' elementary, teachers, and
what do you
it
give
goes
them?
a long way. I mean, especially in high school, we don't have them all day, but just kids will bring in small things, and you have 50, 60 kids sometimes, maybe even 100 in a trimester, and if they bring something, that really adds up. So it's just more of a thoughtful thing. That's what I think. We don't expect it, but we truly love it for
Now,
sure.
I asked Banks if your kids were going to give gifts to their teachers, and you were like, no, I'd never heard of that.
See, I say that, but you know who I'm married to.
Your wife probably does it without you knowing.
She probably does it every year, and I have no idea she's even got it going.
For sure.
What's
for sure, yeah, and it's just some of those things that you just, and money, I mean, that's our job, so we don't expect it, but it really, truly means a lot.
What's a good gift to get for a kid to get the teacher or a coach?
Ooh, probably, I would say food's always a good one. You can't go wrong.
Snacks,
Teachers,
Cupcakes, maybe.
we're lucky to get a bathroom break, right? So food's a great one. Obviously, we'd never say no to cash, but that's, you cross those lines with money, so that's why I think just a food gift card or, anywhere that can go a long way.
If it's up to me, you're getting a Snickers and a Dr. Pepper, all right?
There you go.
Because that's what makes me
happy.
happy. Hopefully it makes you happy too as well. Thanks for the call, brother.
And thank you for being a teacher.
You. Have a good one.
Utah Country 93.3 The Bull. It's Lexi and Banks.
This Lexi and Banks podcast is brought to you by The Advocates. Injured in an accident? Call The Advocates. 801-355-5550.